Hi everyone, so welcome back again. Alright, so what we are doing is we are creating a complete landing page using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, and in the last video we have completed this. So we have completed this much. Then we have created this services section. Then we have created this case studies. Then we worked with this our working process accordion. All right, and all this is responsive. Understand? Yeah, see, all are this responsive as well. So now today what we are going to do is, let's see the design. So after the work process we have this team section. Okay, and then we have this testimonial, then we have contact, and then footer. All right, so maybe we are going to complete in this video, we are going to complete this team section and testimonial. Okay, all right, so now let's start. So the first thing is this, let's see the team section here. So as you can see here, these images. So suppose if you don't have the like this type of design, then you have to create it custom, right, using CSS. But I have the Figma file, right? So instead of creating from scratch, what I can do is I just download this image. Okay, I'm going to download this image and then use it directly. Okay, so that's the easy thing for us to do. So you can see we have this image, but we need this small, what we call it as this vector. Okay, let me check here. So we have this image, and above this image we have the next image, right? But what happened if we want to download it both? I am going to do the grouping here. All right, now if I click here, what will happen? Let me see the preview. You can see this image, right? Okay, so I guess you guys understand what we are going to do. We are going to download the image. Okay, and yeah, we are going to use this image directly, and we have this LinkedIn image. So we already have the image, right? So just try to download the SVG images, okay, not PNG. Okay, so if we have a big project, then do one thing, like try to use icons, icon libraries, but in this case I am going to use this image. All right, so I guess this one is the simple one. We just need to create this and using flex, right? And then we use to wrap. Okay, so let me download the image first and let me open the folder. So we have, where we have this, yeah, this one, right? Okay, so I'm going to download this image. Let me see the, okay, not this one, but okay, let me select it from here. So we have this picture, okay, group of card here. Yeah, not this one. Okay, let me select it carefully. So we have this group of card, then we have this person, inside person we have this person name. Okay, then we have this picture. All right, so let me download this and then I'm going to put it inside the image. All right, so suppose you have a big project, what you can do is you can create folders inside the image. Okay, and then use those folder with different images. So in our case we don't have much images. Okay, so we are going to use a simple one, but let me show you. I'm going to create a team folder and put it inside the team folder, but we are going to use a single image. So let's delete this and we are going to use this. Okay, so let me do it like team1. all right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to download every image, okay, because the concept is clear, right? Okay, now let me download this LinkedIn image as well, and then see, the thing is you can do it custom as well, but I have the images, so I can do it like this. Okay, so let me link in. Okay, so we have all the two images. Now let's see the design. So we have this. Now we have to set the header first. So you already know, right? We have the heading section we have created, and we don't need to write the CSS again. So what's the name of that? Main heading, right? So let me copy this, and I'm going to close this, and here I'm going to write team section. Okay, and let me comment it out, and I'm going to use team section. Okay, now let's check what is inside the team section. Okay, we need to paste this first. So let me paste the main heading, and let me save it. Let's see how it looks. So we have this. Now we just need to change the text, right? Okay, let me change the text. So we have team, then we have this paragraph. So that's it. So let's see. Yeah, we have this team, then we have this paragraph. Alright, now let's come to this part section, and we can see here we have this image as this button at the bottom, right? So let me wrap this in a single div. Okay, so how we can do the design? Let's think. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the name. Let's suppose we have my team, and inside my team we have person, right? And then this person like this, and we have multiple persons. So first thing, I'm going to create this, and let me do one more thing. Okay, first create this person. So inside this person we have two sections. First one, we have the images name, and what we have this, we have the LinkedIn, and then bottom we have a body. In that we give the information about our team member, right? So as you can see, we have an image, and this text is at bottom, but this image is at top, right? So how we can do this? Okay, let's do this. So at this we have this complete team person box. Inside person box I have two sections. First one is for top, second one is for bottom, and for the first one we are going to divide it into a two section. First one image name, and the second one is called this icon. All right, okay, let's do this. So I'm going to write name, and I'm going to give, let me zoom the screen. Well, yeah, I guess now it's visible to you as well. Alright, so now let me do this like this. Wait, and let me close this. Okay, perfect. Now we have the name, we have the info. Alright, now inside name we have what we call it as, we can give the text. Alright, and then we have this LinkedIn image. So I just put it like this, image LinkedIn. Okay, and in the alt I'm going to write LinkedIn, and in text again we have image, right? We have a team image, and I'm going to write the person name if we have, and after that we have this name. So again we have to write inside the text. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, so okay, let me change the class name, I guess, person. Then we have let me write it down, person info, and then person, okay, let me down about person. Okay, and instead of writing this text I'm going to write name, and inside name we have image, Okay, now again we have, let's do this class a div and write it down a role. Okay, and inside that role we have two things. First one is, okay, I guess we have to select the proper class name. Okay, now it's confusing, it's more difficult now. So suppose we have a person info, right? Let me see here. We have the person info and we have this person about person. Okay, let me see, do one more thing. We have the person, we have a person info and about person. All two are same, I guess. So let me do one thing, top and bottom. Okay, so at the top we have this, let me write it down, person info. Then instead of writing role, I'm going to write what I'm going to write. Again, it's difficult. Inside person info we have the image. See why I'm using this different div is because suppose if we use, like, let me tell you, suppose if in this div, let me show it like this. So we have two pair child, we are going to use flex, so it will be go like this, and for this also we are going to use flex, but the flex direction will be in column, so it will look like this. So that is the reason I'm using extra div here. Okay, alright, so the naming part is difficult, I guess. Just write it down like this. I'm going to give the class bold, that's it. Alright, now another span we are going to write the CEO and other things. So let me copy this and then this, and in the bottom I'm going to directly paste this. Okay, because we don't have anything, or let me do one thing, we just write it down inside the paragraph, and yeah, everything is there, right? So we have everything. Now the next part is we need to do the styling. Okay, so let me go down and I'm going to use here my team, right? My team section. Okay, now let me go up. So inside my team I'm not going to write anything right now, so I'm going to directly go to the person, give the border 1 pixel solid. Okay, let me solid, and what's the background? That is a black. So we have the variable, we write it down like this, black. Okay, and what next? It's so confusing, man. Okay, that's fine. Inside person we have top, we have bottom. Okay, so if we see here, it's already in top and bottom, so we don't need to do display flex and all. What we are going to do inside top, we need to do it for this person. Okay, so I'm going to do person, then person. Okay, let me do it properly, top, then person info, and give it to a flex, and it is center or not? No, it's not center. Justify content space between, let's see. Okay, so we have here, we have the name, but no, we need this icon to be here, right? Not the name. What is the wrong here? In top we have person info, we have this image, we have this text, so we have to put it up like this. Okay, I know why. Okay, wait, we have, wait, let me check, wait, we have this. Okay, let me see, there is some mistake, I guess. Yeah, we have to do it in the top, not in the person info. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, we have this icon, we have this, and we have the name. The icon is not looks good, but that's fine for now. Okay, so now let's move to the person. Right, so the person name is formed like this. Okay, so I'm going to do person dot top person name display flex. Now let's see. We have this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it at the bottom, right, this role. So here we have given the display flex. How we can do that? That is align item and. Okay, so align item and that's it. Now if we go inside the role, again we need to give the flex and everything, right? Person, then top, then person info, then role, display flex, and then we have the flex direction column. Alright, now let's see. That looks good. Now we need to give some space between these two images and text. So what is the space? 20, right? So 20, how we can do it? 20 here, right? So gap 20 pixels. No. Okay, let me inspect this then. So this is inside person info, not in the top. Let me cut it and paste it here. Gap. Okay, that's fine. Now inside role we have the bold again. Okay, this is too much work. So the next time we are going to use SCSS, that's for sure. Okay, let me do one thing. Instead of giving this span bold, let me wrap this up inside b tag. Okay, yeah, it's now bold. All right. Okay, everything is fine. Now what we do next, we need to give some padding and then border radius 40 and 35. Padding for what? Okay, let me check again. Person, my team, and heading person. Alright, so let me go here and padding top and bottom 45 pixel, left and right 30 pixel. Okay, now it looks good to me. And the next step, we need this border at down. So I'm going to give border bottom 1 pixel solid and the color will be black. Let's see. Okay, so we have the border, but now we need some space between border and the text, that is 28 pixel. So I'm going to give padding bottom, that is 28 pixels. Let's see again. Okay, now it's good. I guess everything is fine. Now let me check the border radius of this. So this is how much is the border? Let me see, where is that? 45. So the person will be border radius 45 pixels. Okay, now it's perfect. We need to give the height and width of this image. So let's see the height, not this. Wait. Okay, I need to select properly. Okay, fine. So the 34. So where it is? It is top. Then we have person, bottom, then image, height 34 pixel, width 34 pixel. Okay, so I tell you one thing here, I have not created this template before. I'm also creating this template first time, so that might be that you think like, okay, the video will be slow, but yeah, that's fine for me. Alright, so in bottom we don't have an image, we have this. Okay, so where is that image then? Inside the top we have this image. So let me write the name then. I'm going to write social. Okay, because that's a good name. Inside top. So let me do it here, top, and then it will be social, and I'm going to put it after here. Alright, let's see. Let me save the index. Okay, it looks good. And now we need to give some padding from top to this text, that is my bottom. Alright, so let me do it. Person, then bottom, padding top. Alright, what's the padding? I forgot again. 28 pixels, so that is right, 28 pixels. Yeah, it looks good to me. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to do duplicate, that means copy paste. So how many times? We need 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I'm going to do it like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, we have everything here. Okay, so what's the next step? We need to give here display flex. Alright, and flex wrapper, and the gap between them will be 20 for now. I haven't checked it. Okay, we need to give the minimum width as well. So the gap is 40 pixel. And for person, max width, I'm going to give the max width. So the width is 387 pixels. Now let's see, we have these two. If I close this, we have these three, and here as well we have three, but they are all in the same position. Okay, so if I give 100%, what will happen? It will not cover it like this. And if I remove a wrap from here, see here what's happened, right? So we don't need this as well. So I'm going to do the wrap. See, that's why we are going to use grid. Okay, let's try grid, and that's, if you use grid then you understand the grid as well. So if I give here display grid, see, nothing will going to happen now. But how many items a person we want in a single column? We need 3. So I'm going to use grid template columns. Now I'm going to use repeat. How many times? 3 times. And what's the width? Let's suppose 340. Okay, so this is 340. Now what I want, I don't want 340, I want whatever space we have that cover it all. So we are going to use 1FR. So you can see it is covering all the space, right? So I guess we can use the grid in this section as well, right? Yeah, but that's fine. So you understand the grid concept as well, right? See how simple is this? But there is a twist. If I do the responsive, okay, then you have to give the proper breakpoints. So suppose at this point, not this point, yeah, suppose maybe at this point 1160, I want a different thing. So what's this? Let me show you. Okay, media maximum width 1160 pixels, and instead of giving 2, what I need, I want instead of giving 3, I want 2. Okay, let me remove this, I don't need. So at this point I want 2. So as you can see here, we have 2 now, right? Okay, that's fine. Now at this point, I want 1, so 855. So let me copy this and paste it, and 855, and I need only 1. So we can, I guess we can do like this, 1FR, that's it. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, so here is our responsiveness as well. So I hope you guys understand this, right? So you have learned the grid property here. So let me explain it to you first. I'm going to do the formatting here, and I guess I have to write this responsive at the bottom. So let me put it in the, okay, wait, let me cut something. So here is my responsive. Alright, so here is my team section, and then we have responsive, and I'm going to paste it here. Alright, let me explain it to you. Grid. See, I'm not going to in or deep, but I'm going to explain or give the overview. Okay. So if you want a grid, you want me to explain grid, then you can tell me as well. But for right now, I'm focusing on the projects directly. Okay. So I hope you guys know the basics. Alright. So we have this grid. Now this means in a single row, we need 3 columns and 1FR. 1FR means it is not based on the width. Suppose we have a proper width, like we have the width 200, and in a single column we need, in a single row we need 3 elements, that the width will be 250, then we can use 250 there. But suppose we need to cover all the space, alright, then we are going to use 1FR, that's it. Then we give the space, gap. And in the media query, instead of giving 3, we have given 2 because we need only 2 columns in a single row. Then in this we need only just 1 column in a single row. And one more thing I tell you, instead of doing this repeat to 1FR, what we can do, we can write it like this, 1FR, 1FR. This is also the same. Okay. And if you have some width, then you can write 250, or maybe the second one is 260, then you can write it like this. Let's see. For 2, see here, this one is small, this one is bigger, right? So you can do it like that. Okay, let me do it 1FR. Yeah, because we need to do the complete these things. Okay, so I hope you guys understand this part, right? Okay, now let's move to the next part. Okay, we have this button. Okay, we forgot we have the button. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me close this person. See, I'm not going to change the content because we need to copy and paste, right? The main thing is understanding the concepts. Okay, so let me close this, and here we have my team. Let's do one thing. Can we why this one is, what is this? Okay, this is my team. Okay, and if can we give the button here, so we have the class name, right? Fill and write it down. Just I'm going to write down and checking it, team, see all team. Okay, now we have this. Perfect. So I'm going to do it, see all team. So now what we can do is, we can give directly this button inside a team section, right? Inside a team section, we don't have any team section. Okay, let me create a team section, and then we have button. Okay, we have only one button, so that's fine. So I'm going to give margin top and bottom, left and right 0, and let's try this float to the right. Yeah, it's working, that's good. Okay, now I give the 20. Alright, so we have this. So if I go like this, we have this team at the right, like this. Perfect. Okay, so I hope you guys are understanding. Okay. All right, now let's move to this testimonial section. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm just going to type the heading and we will continue with in the next video. Okay. I know I am slow, but that's fine. You have to understand it and try to practice. Not with the watching the video. First watch the video and try to understand the concept, then try it by yourself without watching the video. That will be great. Okay, let me close this. Where is the header? Okay, no, we don't need this. Where we have, okay, we have the team section. Now we need to go testimonial section, then we have this, and then I'm going to have testimonial section. Inside that we need a main heading, so let me copy this main heading and I'm going here inside this main heading. I'm going to just copy and paste the text. Okay, so here is my testimonial, and then we have this text like this. That's it. So if we see here, we have this as well. Okay, now I'm going to give the space between this. Okay, so I have to give it like this. Let me check the space. Okay, let me check the space. This one is 100 pixels, right? So inside my team section, here I'm going to do margin bottom 100 pixels, and here is my 100 pixels. Perfect. Alright, so we have this responsive design, we have everything responsive, and we have created this nav bar in the mobile, but we need to click on this, so we are going to cover that in the JS part. But yeah, that's enough, and I hope you are guys understanding what I have told you, everything, right? So if you have any doubt or question, you can ask me. Alright, so for this video that's it. Then we will continue in the next video for designing this testimonial and then contact and the footer. Okay, so in the next video we are going to try to cover all these three. Okay, if possible. Yeah, I'm going to try to cover all this section because this one is testimonial. This it will take time. Then yeah, it will not get that time, and then we have the footer. Okay, let's try in the next video. Okay, then have a nice day. Bye bye.